Hi everybody, it's Diana with stampingwithdi.com. I think I'm like a little bit late. Am I a little bit late? Oh, maybe not. The mailman just got here. So, the first bunch of zippered pouches are on their way, and the class stuff should go out tomorrow for February, and I have more. So I'm gonna talk about, because I still have more pouches available. And hold on a second. Did you get some extra totes? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so all right. Now it should just be you and me because all's good. All right, Jeff's home, so he's helping me out. So that's awesome, right? Because it's too funny that the mailman comes when I'm doing my live. All right, so we're gonna have fun with the magnet board today, and hopefully you have grabbed one or two. It comes in, oh my gosh, bend over. It comes in this huge box, right? It's kind of like a big pizza box. It is super awesome. So I got two magnet boards, and I'm gonna do one way and one another way. So we'll show you what I have in mind for it right there. So hi Candy, hi Anna. All right, so let me turn the phone and we will get started. All right, my drawer always like bangs. All right, so I'm gonna scoot up as high as I can because this is kind of big, right? It's kind of a big item. All right, so this is what I want to remind you about. I have available, so that's what I meant. The mailman just picked up the ones that people have already paid for. If you haven't paid for yours, make sure you do, because you don't want to miss out. So what's inside the pouch? And then I tied some of the gingham on there because I thought it was so cute. I didn't take this off. I just kind of tied it with it. So I just didn't want to mess with taking that off because you might not like the gingham, but I do. So anyways, all right. So what's inside there is mini glue dots, the liquid glue, mini Stampin' dimensionals, regular dimensionals, black dimensionals, and the foam adhesive sheets. And I have a little I need to do that. I have myself a note, maybe on my die shorts one time. I have a little tip on using the foam adhesive that I just figured out. All right, so that's what's inside these. They can only be sent in the United States, and it's $40, and that's including the priority postage. So it's just $40 for all that. And so yeah, so super, super cute. All right, let me get this off my desk. All right. And let's bring the, all right, so let me bring this stuff over. Hold on a second. It's just so much stuff. All right, so what you have is, so I opened up the one because I had already showed you the other day that I used the Heart and Home paper. All right, so this is just the frame. And so I was trying to make, it comes with these cute little, let me open this one up. So this is from the one that this frame is. And it comes with these two big old pieces of 12 by 12 paper. But remember I said I was customizing mine? And I want you to do the same thing, right? Because I think these are perfect for, you could put it in the kitchen and put recipes on it. You could do like is it called affirmation? When you kind of have like good thoughts or whatever. So that would be great for a kid's room. So you get all this stuff. So you have all this, and you have a little bit of the tear tape. I didn't use the tear tape. I'm just using the green tip glue or hot glue. All right, and you got your chipboard. So I was actually using my chipboard kind of to put stuff together on my desk. And then you have these two, so you can choose to use those. But like I said, I picked the Heart and Home. I picked the one that looked like chipboard. So this one right here is cut in half because I want to show you what I'm going to do with it. All right. So let me put that chipboard down. And then you have the fun little magnet clips. So, oh, we have a whole bunch here. All right. So, hi, Carol and Anne. Good day, Brenton and Anne and Mary. Oh, and my sister is here. Yay, 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 yay. So she's moderating. So if I miss something, hopefully Jackie will know, or at least she can remind me that I forgot to tell somebody something. So, and Lily and Cindy are here. Okay, so you get these fun little clips. All right, so I don't need that box anymore. But then you have these folders. So these are the file folders that are going to hold stuff in. And so what I was doing, I was like, oh, I want more file folders. So then I was messing around with just basic white paper, and I laid it on there. Oh, and then what die was this? Hang on a minute. This was, hang on. This was, hold on a second. Sorry about that. I'm going to blame Jeff. When he's home, I don't have my brain because I'm like doing too many things at once. All right, so I was like, oh, I'm going to make my own. And then I just used the penned flowers because you have this really cute little scallop. And it worked. I mean, it's not super cute because this was just my play one. But then I was like, well, I got 2 packs of it. I don't need to make any more than 4. So I was like, you know, it was okay, but I'm not going to worry about making up. Like, I'll hope that maybe Stampin' Up! Will get a die like that because it's super cute. All right, so let me put these aside. All right, now this is the board. Now it kind of have a little warp on it, so I just was kind of bending it, but it didn't affect it at all, so I wasn't too worried about it. So anyways, but you want to know that there is plastic on here protecting it. So just like when you get like a new, I almost said VCR, but you know, you get like a new TV or something like that, and they put this plastic stuff on it. And so sometimes it's easy to peel off, but if you can't grab it, just take a piece of Scotch tape and it will just pull off. And then you've got this nice, pretty little board. All right. So also, this is also a dry erase. And I tested it. So I had it down here and I wrote test, and then I rubbed it right off, went away. Then I wrote test and I put like a time. And then I came back in an hour because I thought, well, I want to make sure it still goes off. And it did. So it can be used as a dry erase. So I have more dry erase markers. I had to go dig for a dry erase marker. And this one's kind of dry, but it did work. You can rub it off with, you know, Kleenex, or I have like an actual dry erase doohickey. I probably would just use a Kleenex because that dry erase is so big because the Kleenex worked so good. But anyways, so you got that, and then I probably would just every once in a while use a baby wipe and just wash it really, really clean. And then now it's not like, what is the word? It's not advertised as a dry erase board, but it works. So, you know, it is what it is, but it's up to you, right? Like you might go, well, I don't want to. And, you know, it's not a Sharpie one. So I'm just going to take that off there. All right. Because this is kind of yucky because I use it with my Stamparatus. So it's got caca on it. All right. So, the other day I showed you the cute little, sunflowers. So I made some more sunflowers. All right. So I have one, this one that's back here. Hold on a second. Let me get some of these things off of it because I want to show you that stuff after. All right, hold on a minute. All right, so these are, so this is what I showed you the other day. So this is what I mean by I'm using the shiplap on mine. So this, I totally just put that piece of DSP. It just simply drops in here, and then you put the magnet thing, and then you flip your little thingies over, and I'll do that in a second. So this is just my stuff, just kind of everywhere. These are super cute little cactus magnets, and these were actually part of the Cactus Cuties class in the mail for February. So you want to make sure that you sign up for my classes, because there's usually, you know, something extra fun, but these were super cute. So I thought, oh my gosh, they are perfect on there. So these are the little, so I ended up doing an extra flower. So we'll come back to this board, okay? But I just wanted to make sure I showed you this one. All right, so hold on a minute. I gotta get rid of that. All right. Okay, so let's do what I intended. All right, so let's set this over here. So what I did was, so I want to make my second one, I want it to be a dry erase board, but not like fully, right? Like I don't want it to be a whole dry erase board. So what I want to do is I want the bottom half to be with like the paper. So this is mine. So I haven't really like played with it, but this is what I'm going, well, this has to work. All right, so I have my, this is the 12 by 12. I cut it 6 by 6, and I'll show you how I put those little things on it in a second. All right, so we're going to, I'm going to drop this in here. It's easier said than done with the camera. Hold on a second. I need to put this down. All right, put this down. So it's going to drop in there. And then this is going to go in here. Oh, hang on a minute. It's got to be in there. Like I said, I haven't, because I only have the 2, right? So it's not like I can have 2 finished ahead of time. All right, so we drop this in there like that. I'm just going to flip it over and make sure we're all good. I need to get these little jobby. I'm just using my bone folder. Might not be the best thing to use, but that's what I used it. All right, so let me flip this over. So see? So that looks good. I'm like, so if I have to tack it, I might glue it, right? I might end up gluing that on there. But for now, I'm just going to leave it like that. All right, so I'm just going to fold these down. Fold this down. Fold this down. All right. I'll probably mess up my bone folder. I probably should be using a screwdriver. All right. Okay, so let me turn that. All right, so now I can do dry erase board stuff up here. If I want to do like a calendar or something like that, I will. All right, now what I want to do, let me show you how I did this. So let me scoot that over here. I need 100% bigger desk. All right, hang on a minute. I have even cleaned stuff off to make it easier, but it's like we updated the kitchen, made our island bigger, and I still wish I had a bigger island. All right, so here is, I'm gonna bring this over. So this is what I was using to glue, because then I was like, okay, that's good. All right, so this is just a 12 by 6. And I wanted it to be the same as the other one, because I'm probably gonna glue them side by side or one on above the other, but I want them to, you know, I'm kind of matchy. But I didn't want it just to be plain. So what I did was I took that die that I just told you about, that pinned flowers. Oh, I don't see what you saw, Jackie. Hopefully it's not messing up the camera. All right, so what I've done is this was just 6 inches by like an inch or something. And I just had to run it through the die cutting because I want that pretty little scallop. And what I like about this die is when you do the scallop, you've got the cute little stitches, but then it also puts like a line there just from the die, and then it makes it easier for gluing. All right, so we're gonna put this here, and I'm going to, oh, you ordered 2 of them, Mary? And definitely you want to grab them just because, you know, I don't know the whole situation with the kits. Okay, this is just a green tip glue. Like sometimes things are there, sometimes they're not. All right, so then I'm just gonna stick this on here. And then sometimes you have to wait. Sometimes they don't get them back. And then, so anyway, so I would definitely grab them. They're great stocking stuffers as well. I think this would be great for a teacher. So if you have, you know, like a teacher that's, well, all teachers are great. I don't want to say, oh, if they did something good, because they always do something good. But you know what I mean? You might have like a favorite teacher. I know we definitely had favorite teachers for Eric. He definitely had some teachers that should not have been teaching, you know, special needs classes. And then he has ones that we still are in contact with because they bawled when he graduated just like we did. All right, so then I'm sticking one on each side. So now I have this cute little border. So that's what you saw. So that's, I just wanted to show you how I got that on there. It doesn't matter if it looks like poop on the back because we're not gonna see the back. All right. Now, if you wanted to add ribbon, you know, you could go to town with it if you want. All right. So let me set that aside and then we'll bring this back over. All right. So here's this one that it's already in the frame, but I don't want this split thing, right? I don't want this split showing. So I made another sunflower. Now this one, I didn't put any magnets. It doesn't have a magnet on it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that sunflower there, and that's going to hide this so you don't see it. And then I think I'm going to hot glue it here. I'm not going to hot glue it to this. I'm just going to hot glue it here. So I'm just going to put a little hot glue right there. That crazy glue gun. All right. And then just figure out how you want your sunflower while that glue is drying, right? Right. So now that covers that crack, right? So we don't see the split. So we've got our cute little magnet. All right. So then we can do our dry erasing. And I'm not going to use this one anymore because it's getting dry. So I want to wait. Amazon should be bringing me. Oh, there's those circle things, Jackie. All right. Okay, so that's that one. All right, so let me bring over another thing I was playing with. And Cindy, there's a my video, was it last week? I can't remember now. I showed the video how I made the sunflowers. So what I'll do is I will link it underneath so that you can do them. Because basically this is the daisy punch. The two daisy punches. I just made the daisy be sunflowers. So yeah, don't tell me a daisy has to be a daisy, because I made it into a sunflower. And I also, since that video, I did add a little bit of the Stampin' blends, because I did some sponging, and then I ended up adding a little bit of stamping blends to them, just to add a little bit more realism to my flowers. All right, so let me add my little dots in the center. So cute. All right, so this one is good. All right, so remember, dry erase. I'm gonna wait for the dry erase things to come. All right, so let me bring the other one over. Well, actually, no, I'm going to leave it there for a minute. All right, so let me show you these fun folder things. So these are the cute little folders, right? I can't even think, but they're like a file folder. All right, so you have your choice. There's the flowers, or there's pink polka dots, there's checker, or there's green. So it's totally up to you. And let me get a grid sheet here. Let me get a grid sheet. All right. So I preferred these side, like these ones. Now you can't give me something that looks like this and not expect me to color it. All right. So I have grabbed a bunch of blends. Now, when you fold it, you're going to fold like this, right? So then you're going to see, you know, this pink. So I was messing around and I colored, you know, I was coloring both sides. So you're not really going to see this unless it falls over or, you know, whatever. But, so anyways, all right. So I'm just going to use the blends. And I was like just having fun. So I grabbed a bunch. And of course, I have to make some of them be sunflowers because that's just what's going on. All right. So I was like, okay, this kind of looks like a sunflower. All right. I need to do my colors. All right. The lower the number, the darker. All right. So this is 300 and then natural tones. So this is what I was doing. So I have just turned this flower into a sunflower. And then number 500. Now, some of them are not available right now because of the supply chain. So if you haven't got your natural tones yet, you're going to want to grab them. All right. So I'm not going to color this whole thing today. You know, in fact, I haven't even finished it yet. And I'm tempted to not color it all the way in, but I'm going to show you how much fun I've been having. All right. So this is just a daffodil. Wait. Oh, I want to take my light Cajun craze. I need to trace those before you fold them so you can make some shirt, something. Well, I did trace. See, here's that one, Jackie. So this one is, I traced it and then I cut it. So I still have this. So I can always just use this one. All right. But I'm just like, you know, I don't see myself needing more than 4. All right. So the light Cajun. So I'm just going to take my light Cajun and I'm just going to draw a little bit out of the center. Just a few little lines. Because it might not be a sunflower. It might not be a sunflower, but I'm kind of making it a sunflower. All right, and then I'm going to take my dark daffodil. And I'm going to do the same thing. Little and big and little and big. And then I'll take, did I say this is dark daffodil? All right, and then I'm going to take my light daffodil. And I'm going to finish that. So this way, it's just gonna kind of go with my whole sunflower theme. So it's kind of a neat thing, right? Like I love the kits. I love that you can change them. I don't think, you know, Stampin' Up! Intends you to alter everything, but I just love to kind of sit and make something personal because it's fun to make stuff. So they just basically gave you the foundation of it, right? All right, so this is that. So this kind of looks like a sunflower now. And then I'll take my little gel pen, of course, and I'll put some little dots in the center. So there's a little sunflower. Now there's some dark areas, so it kind of looks sunflower-ish. There's some dark areas that are gray. And then what I'm doing is I'm just taking my light old olive and I'm simply putting some color on there because I'm just going to pretend that those are leaves back there because there's no leaves that I could see drawn on here anywhere. It's all flowers. Like there's no leaves. So I'm just going to, you know, do that. Now, this is something you want to put the TV on, right? Hi, Bee. This is something you want to put the TV on and just sit in color or, you know, or a book, if you listen to books on tape or something like that. All right, so now let's do this flower. All right, so we're going to do this flower. Now, I did all the centers of my flowers the same, so you don't have to, but I did, because I just kind of went around and found all the centers and colored all the centers at one time. So I just went around, kind of like, where's Waldo? I'm like, where's the center of the flowers? All right. And then they were all the way done. All right, so let's do this flower. So what I chose for my colors of this flower were polished pink and a dark polished pink. Why did I pick these colors? I don't know. I just was like, that's kind of a fun color. All right, so we're just going to, so I'm tracing that little edge. And I kind of did reverse, right? Because usually you would go, the center is darker, and as it goes out, it would be lighter. But I switched it around, and I did the lighter on the inside and the darker on the outside. So it's super easy to color. Now this is a little, is it porous? If you can make if things suck in. Reminds you of the spotlight technique. Oh yes, exactly. Hey Raquel. Oh, that was a good idea. Yeah, so that's what I did here, right? I laid this on. So this is a piece of the basic white, and I just traced it on here, and then I cut it out. And then that right here, I just used that die so that, you know, I didn't have to cut the little thing out. So now I have that if I want to make more. But I was going to show that. I'm like, okay, but it was just easier to trace it than to try to come up with a pattern that I can say, oh, this is 2 inches and this is whatever, because that is not my expertise. I mean, I can do boxes, but that one was a little harder. So I'm just like, you know what? I would just say trace it, you know, get one kit and trace it, and then you can always make more if you need more. But like I said, I have 2, so I am good. All right. So this is the dark polish. And like I said, I'm not going to color the whole thing, but I'm just going to show you what I did. So I'm just doing the same thing. I'm just kind of tracing, right? And then you just color in between the lines, because I'm not trying to be really fancy with it. Like, I'm not making it be like a 2-hour thing, because it's already going to take a little bit of time to color these flowers in. Right. So this is going to be the dark, but I loved how this flower turned out. Right. Now you could make it be even more fun and alternate the flower. Like have one be one color and one be the other color. That would be kind of fun. With the blends, what's fun about it, if you decide you want to do that later, you can. You can go, oh, I'm going to add another color in there. And you totally can. All right. So this is just a light polished pink and dark polished pink. All right. And then again, I would go in there and add some of the green around there. And then, let's see. All right, so then this one, I tried to make them be their own little individual selves, right? Except most of their centers were the same. So this one, I did and I'm not going to do the whole flower because I have to show you other stuff. All right, I chose dark Highland Heather and light fresh freesia. They go so well together. So let's see. So I'm just going to take my dark Highland and I'm just putting it in that center. So now this one does have a dark center. And then every once in a while, I'm just going out, right? So it's got a little bit of something, something going outside the center. And your flowers can be any color you want. If you're putting this in a kitchen, and your kitchen is all like Coca-Cola, you know, my friend has Coca-Cola in her kitchen, so she might pick red flowers. So just make it be, you know, whatever works for you. All right, so these again were fresh freesia and Highland heather. And we're going to do the same thing. We're just coloring. And as it dries, it looks so much better. Because right now, it's still wet. Because this is pretty porous. So it likes to suck your blends. So just keep that in mind, that it's going to drink up that blends for sure. All right, so let me show you the other one. All right, so that's that. All right, I'm gonna get those off of here now. Rattle, rattle, rattle. All right. All right, so here is this one. So this one is the same way, right? So this has got all this checker whatever. And I'm like, well, I don't want it to be plain either. So then this is another thing you can do while you have the TV on. So every other one, I'm taking my dark gray granite and I'm going like, okay, don't mess it up because I'm doing the live. And I'm going to color every other one so that it just looks, it looks really, really cute. Don't you think it would be really cute? All right. So anyway, so here is that one that I was playing with. So I still have some flowers to do. But doesn't that look adorable? I mean, it looks so stinking cute. All right, so let me pull over this one here. All right, so now what you have is we have our little folders. So you're just gonna fold and fold. There's a score on there. And this is why you have that tear tape. So I should have finished coloring this one, but I didn't. So this is going to be fun to color it later. All right. So then, so this is what you have the tear tape for. But I'm going to use the green tip glue because it allows me to wiggle it a little bit more. All right. So see what I'm doing? We're making our little file folder. But before then, let me bring this one over. So see, I have colored the front and the back. So for this one, I cut, because this one right here, I'm not going to color the back, or if I do, I can fix it. But so I wanted this to match that that line I put on the other one, right? So this is just more basic gray, and it even has a texture on there. So this has just got a little bit of a texture from the folder. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this back here so that this is back here. So it's going to cover up, you know, any of that, you know, it's going to cover up this, right? Because you can see through that. So what I have to do is I'm going to put this on here. So I'm going to trim. Let's see here, because you're not going to see all this. So see? So I'm going to glue and trim. So I'm going to glue this. On here. And then we're going to trim it. So I'm just going to use the other one. Yes, B, so this was cardstock. And then it's going to be a little, have more of a heft too, right? Because this is kind of like a cardstock. I mean, it's patterned. All right, so there's that. And then all I have to do is trim. And I'm just following that. Trim, trim, trim. Now, I still got to finish coloring, but I kind of like that they're not all the way colored. I kind of like that there's some plain. But anyways, so I'm going to glue it together, and then when I color it, I'll just have to stick like a piece of paper in there, and then I can color it. All right, I have like hot glue, like spider thingies everywhere. All right, so let's fold this one as well. So just along that score line. But it's fun to make them be personal. I mean, that's why we're our own people, right? If we are all identical and like the same thing, life would be pretty boring. All right, so that's gonna get glued to that. So let me get my green tip glue. Hi, Joy. All right. So this is gonna go there. So I'm just bringing this up. Just along that edge. So the green tip glue just allows you to wiggle it, right? Like it comes with tear tape, but sometimes with the tear tape, if you make a boo-boo, you're like, oh crap, you know, and it already is in its place. So I kind of like the green tip glue a little bit better. But I like that they give you your choice, right? All right, so there's that. But look how cute that is. It's just so much cuter than just plain. But like I said, you can't give me like a coloring book thing and not expect me not to color it. Okay, so now I'm going to squish in there and put some more green tip glue in there. And then glue this side together. So see, it's super cute. And now I'm going, well, I should have colored more in here. but it's not going to be a big deal because I'm just going to, because when I go to color, I'll just take a piece of paper. Let's see. Oh, I have scrap paper somewhere. And I'll just stick that in there and then I'll just color. And then if it'll bleed to that. So see, look how cute. All right, so there's that. All right, so let me bring my thing over. All right, let me make some room. All right. Okay. Now, what I want to do is, so this is the big one. So this isn't the dry erase one. But what I want to do is I want to put these up here, I think. So I think these are going to go up here. Oh, you can see I forgot to put the little white dots on this one. All right, so hold on. So these three have magnets on them. So let me put the little white dots. All right, so I want to put these up here. Now, I can't glue these unless I never want to take this apart. If I don't want to take this apart, then I will totally be gluing them right to the board. Like I'll just hot glue the whole thing to the board. Right? And I totally might, right? Because I love that. That's kind of on the top. And then I'll put the other one underneath. And then I'll show you when I hang it. All right. So then also, so we also have these cute little cards. So let me bring this over. So here's our little file folder that I just made. So you're just going to take your clip. Let's put the one with the tie on it. So I just used some of the cute little black and white ribbon because it is adorable. All right. And I would mess with that a little bit more. But look how cute this is. All right. So we have these fun little cards that we can stick in there. But we also have, let me move this out of the way. Right there. Those cactuses, I love them so much. All right. So we have all these cards. Now, if you write on them, then they're used, right? And then we also have all these other, like, I want to say affirmation things, right? That you can stick, you know, on on the cards, on the folders. Because see, this might be cute to stick on the front, right? Remember this, today I'm creating. It's super cute. But it also has stickers and things like that. It is such a cute kit. So cute. All right. So, but what I was like trying to figure out was how do you reuse these, right? And don't wreck them. So then I was like going, oh, well, if I put it in a piece of our, whatchamacallit envelope. And then you could use that and write on that because it would allow you to write. And then I was looking on Facebook in one of our Stampin' Up group, and Liz Shannon had this awesome idea to use a window sheet. And I'm like, that's perfect. All right, because we have the window sheets in the catalog. So she was just like, you know, clip the window sheet on there. So that's what I did. Now she was writing with the Sharpie and washing it off with the Stays On cleaner. But I just used the dry erase marker and then it comes off too, right? So then that's what I was thinking was really cute. But you could also, I think even just a staple looks cute. And then it's always on there, right? And then you could use like another little magnet or something to stick it on the board. Would be super adorable. If you didn't like the magnet showing, that's what these stickers would be good for. So let's pretend I'm like, oh, I really don't want, you know, that magnet showing. Then we could stick this over there and we wouldn't see the magnet. Now what I probably would do, let's see. Is that going to stick on there really, really good? So that sticks on there really good. So then it covers that magnet. So isn't that a good idea? Oh, does it come with a template? Raquel's saying, does it come with a template for the folders? And no, I just laid one on a piece of paper and just traced it because I thought I would make one. And then I just used the penned flowers die to make the scallop. But I bought 2 kits. So I was like, well, I've got 4 folders. I don't really think I need like more than 2 on a board, right? And then, so anyways, but yeah. Okay, so here's one of the little leaves. So we could stick a little leaf on there. So it's just really, it really likes the plastic. So I don't think we're going to have to worry about that coming off. All right. It really liked the plastic. So that's good. All right. So then we can stick that on with there, or you could use a clip. You could use a clip. So here's another one that I just put the magnet on. But I'm like going, I thought I had cut a window sheet to show you, but you know what a window sheet is, right? So we have them in the catalog. So it just covers that, and then you always have it to go. All right, so let's see. I have a mess here, but I want to put the 2 together. So hold on a second. Hold on. I can only go so high on the desk. So I want to get this video over with so you're not here all day. All right, so here is this. And what I'll do is I'll take a picture when I hang it. And then here is this one. So don't you think they will look super cute? I don't know. Like if I put them behind me, they have to go up and down. They have to go in, you know, like one above the other. If I hang them somewhere else, then they could go side by side. Because I was thinking, you know, they would look cute, like actually glued together maybe. But when you alter things, just remember, you know, when I tell you to cut a stamp apart or whatever, as soon as you change something and alter it, the warranty's gone. So that's what I mean. Like, don't be writing with Sharpie marker or anything like that, because it's advertised as a magnet board, not a dry erase board. But I was thinking I don't know if I will or not. I'd have to be kind of like, but I thought it would be fun to actually, you know, put like a Monday, Tuesday, you know, with a Sharpie, but I don't know yet. And then, you know, then it would always be on there. But maybe, you know, who knows? But don't they look so cute together? So anyway, so this is just the 12 by 12. So this is a little loose. So I might stick this on here. I might actually glue this because I love the look of it. So I think I will. I think I will be gluing this down so it doesn't go anywhere. Because it's not like I'm going to switch it out. I love the look of the whole set. So you definitely want to grab them while you can and have fun with them. Oop, let me get my phone. I'm like, I told you the other day I took that hinge off. Oh, let me sit down. I took that hinge off of my phone thing. So anyways, so let's see. Oh, what did you say? You could use cardstock to put the window sheet in front. Oh, yeah. And not have to write with the Sharpie. Because that's what I was thinking. If I write on the window sheet with the Sharpie and then put it, you know, behind there. So it's a work in progress, right? But I want to make sure that, if you had a vinyl cutter. I have a scan and cut, and I know it cuts vinyl, but I've never cut vinyl. Half the time, I just dust it because I don't hardly use it. Isn't that bad? But anyways, but I definitely wanted to come on here because I told you that I was going to do that today. And even though I'm not all the way done, because I don't want you to miss out. And in the United States, they're $25 before tax and shipping. So say you grabbed two and did what I'm doing, where I have one way and one another way. That would be $50 before tax and shipping, and then you're earning a celebration. So it's like a win-win. So anyway, so if you come up with other ideas, let me know. I love watching your chats and your ideas on here, even because that's why we do this, right? All right. Thanks so much, Sharon and Joe and Nancy. Will they be carried on past? Oh, now, Joy, the magnet boards have nothing to do with celebration. I was just bringing up that if you get two, you would earn a celebration. This is till they run out, and this is just one of the kits. So anyway, so if they keep going, you know what I mean? Then they'll be past celebration. But I'm just saying, if you get two, you would earn a celebration. So anyways, so I think that's all I have to blabber about for now. And I love sunflowers. And I think it just makes it so cute. But see, what I'm thinking is I want to hang them back there on that. You know what this is? Want to see something? This is actually our garage that we converted years ago. And this is the water heater. So this just looks like a cabinet. It looks like, you know, the cabinet's all around, but it covers the water heater. So in my handy dandy, aren't those fancy? Those little heart things hanging? Those are those gnat. I made myself some gnat. So I used my, I showed this the other day. It's just the green tip glue. And I just punched out some hearts and punched a hole in them. And I put the green tip glue on there and let it dry. And then it's tacky. And then the gnats, because I'm still trying to kill the gnats. Oh, those little, what are they? From your plants. That sounds gross, right? But I'm sure we've all had them once in a while. But we've got a bunch of them came back again. All right. Oh, yes. But wall supplies last. And because I'm trying to think if because this is not really the flyer, this is just the instructions. But so like I'm always like saying, if you know you want something, get it now. Don't wait. So I'm gonna sit and finish coloring my folders, and I will see you tomorrow for my Whatcha Making Wednesdays, 3 o'clock Arizona time, same channel. And thank you so much for joining me today. Thanks for all your great ideas. Thank you to my sister for being able to moderate the video. And I will have to get the link. I'll put the link below for the sunflowers. Okay? All right. Have a great night, everybody. Oh yes, fruit flies. And I do have vinegar and dish soap in a little jar over by a plant. So I'm just trying everything. And I got some stuff off Etsy called BTI, and it stands for something. And you mix it with water and water your plants with it. And it kills the babies. It doesn't kill the ones that are flying around, right? So, and I think it's just partly, it's getting warmer in Arizona. Who knows? All right, so I'm going to stop blabbing. I've said that already. So I will see you tomorrow, 3 o'clock, Arizona time, same channel. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining me. And if you got your magnet boards, I want to see them. I want to see what you do with them. All right? All right. See you tomorrow. Bye.